What's up everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm gonna talk a bit about Shenmue 3 now that E3 is pretty much over and now that things have calmed down a bit. I was watching E3 live when it happened. It was just after the Final Fantasy VII remake got announced. I got really excited. So I minimized my browser to do some stuff, like I was notifying a couple of friends about the FF7 remake. And I still had my headphones on though, and the E3 stream was still running in the background. And suddenly I hear this Shenmue music coming from somewhere, and at first I thought I was hearing things wrong. It was like very surreal. And I quickly opened my browser again, just to lay eyes on something I couldn't believe at all. I was sitting in my chair, slapping myself repeatedly, Yu Suzuki, he went on stage and he announced Shenmue 3 and the Kickstarter. I probably sat still for a good 10 minutes. I couldn't move at all. And yeah, I was in disbelief and I shed a lot of tears. It took me a while to process the information I had been given. Shenmue 3 is real and it's coming. It was just, ridiculous. So I'm going to talk a bit about my history with Shenmue. I never had a Dreamcast. I discovered Shenmue a short while after Shenmue 2 was released on the OG Xbox. I think it was early 2002 or 2003. So, after I had played Shenmue 2, I quickly considered it to be the best game I had ever played. Period, and I still do. So I was quick to tell my friend about the game as well, as he had a OG Xbox like myself, but had still not played Shenmue. So I convinced him to pick it up, and he loved the game just as much as I did. So ever since then we have been the biggest Shenmue fans in Scandinavia. The best way I can explain Shenmue is that it's a spiritual experience, perhaps something like a pilgrimage, or something of that sort. That's the best way I can describe Shenmue. So what do we know about Shenmue 3? At the point this is being recorded, the Kickstarter is at $3.2 million, which is obviously great, but I encourage everyone to keep pledging as the game will only get better the more funds and resources they have. We know that Sony is officially funding the project as well. I know that a lot of people are worried about there not being physical copies for PS4, but I wouldn't worry about that at all because, if Sony are funding it, obviously they will demand that the game gets a physical release for PS4. At least that's what I think. Let's see. Overall impressions of the footage we saw. I could tell that the footage they had of Shenmue 3 was most likely alpha or even pre-alpha, so I'm not gonna say a lot about that, except for that the game is gonna look better and better the closer to release we get. And according to the Kickstarter page, it's estimated for a December 2017 release. So, it could be earlier, it could be later too, so who knows. What do I want to see? I want to see Corey Marshall, the original voice actor for Ryo Hazuki, to reprise his role. I can't really imagine anyone else doing the English voice for Ryo. So I hope he gets on board with the project really fast. At the same time though, I'm pretty sure that he'll be there. I think so. I'm not too worried about it. Like my gut tells me that he'll be back. I also want to see Yuzo Koshiro, the legendary Streets of Rage 2 composer. I know that he composed a lot of tracks for Shenmue 1 and 2. So I really want to see him come back. I mean, I know he made Hip the Hop from Shenmue 1, which is Tom's theme. So good. So I hope that guy comes back. So yeah, that's about it. Keep pledging to the Kickstarter, and hopefully we'll all be playing Shenmue 3 sometime soon. Thanks everyone.